The building just behind me is called Teatro Massimo Bellini. Actually, I don't know where the name Massimo comes from, because this theater is dedicated to the famous opera composer Vincenzo Bellini, who was born in 1801 here in Catania. And there is even a famous pasta dish named after his most famous opera he was composing. It's called the Norma. And so today you will find the pasta alla Norma. The theater is also very famous for the high quality operas and cultural events that are taking place inside. You can take a tour with a guide inside the opera. If you would like to do that, you will find all the information belonging to it in my blog. So I will definitely take the pasta alla Norma. It's with tomato sauce, fried aubergines and salted ricotta cheese. I just ordered my pasta alla Norma. There are two legends about from where the name pasta alla Norma is coming from. The first one is that there was a chef here in Catania and he was so excited about this opera from Vincenzo Bellini that he was creating this meal. The second one is that the people, the countrymen of Bellini, they used to say for a good dish of pasta, una vera norma, so a real norm. And because this pasta was so good for them, they said that this is a real norm. And so they made just a shortcut and said pasta alla Norma. And here it is, pasta alla Norma. Ciao Rino!
Ciao!
Grazie per tutto!
Grazie a voi!
Ciao ciao! Arrivederci! When you're here in Sicily, you definitely also have to try one of the most famous food, called arancini. This one here. This one is a stuffed rice ball which is coated with breadcrumbs and then deep fried. And this one is now filled with ragu, mozzarella and peas. But of course there are a number of regional variants with different fillings and shape. And the name arancini means a little orange. The parking skills here are magic. I don't know how this guy wants to escape from the parking space to get out. Grazie. We are now inside the Teatro Romano, so the Roman Theater of Catania. It was built on the 1st century AD and then they extended it until the 4th century AD, and it could host up to 7,000 people. There were taking theaters, plays, there were even water game shows. Hi Kat, how are you doing? There were water games taking place inside. That's why still today you can see the water at the stage. The theatre itself is located on the hill of Catania. There was also the Acropolis, and it's a very seldom historical proof because a lot of buildings from the Roman and Greek period, they got destroyed by the earthquakes, by the eruptions of Mount Etna. When they are taking works place on the streets or whatever, then they are still finding remainings from this period, which are under the stone, the lava stone that is covering it. The entry is €3. There's a little museum, and then you can walk around the theatre. It's not that big. And there is also the Roman Odeon located next to it, the Odeon where the music, also theaters were taking place. Now let's go into this cave. No, we cannot continue here. It's like a labyrinth. We can go here to the right. It's going even deeper. There's also the Liberty House Antiquarium. That's a nice fireplace. Very modern. That's how a modern kitchen looked like, I think, in the 16th century. Here is a little museum. These are the finds of the La Rosa house. Look at the ceiling. So my brother is now studying the history of Catania.
Rimane però il fascino dell'edificio antico, il suo valore storico, la forza di essere il documento di un mondo passato.
Look how colorful Sicilian souvenirs are. Also the porcelain I like very much. Also the music instruments, then that's also typical for Sicily. The puppets, you can buy them here in different shapes and sizes. Fresh fruits, you can directly make the drive in. I'm really curious how it will taste. As they right here, they base their menus on Sicilian products, and you can see it. The restaurant is full. These are the last two places, 3 seats we got. So I decided myself for taking the Sis burger. So this is our starter, some potatoes with the bacon. It was so delicious. We have eaten everything. Oh my god, look at this beauty. It's huge. It's quite difficult to bring all of that into your mouth. We just have left the restaurant. It was a very nice evening with such delicious food. We both enjoyed it so much and it was really great. And it's a new interpretation of Sicilian food tradition and new food there, and that makes it so special. Here we are back in Catania at the airport. We will leave this city with such great memories. We had a very beautiful time here. We enjoyed ourselves so much and we are fed up, full of food. We ate so much now that we cannot see any food because it was so delicious, so tasty. They are cooking with local ingredients and there are so many opportunities you can eat something, and from the street food up to the restaurants. Also the city itself is very nice. There's a lot to discover. I liked most of all the historical center with all the Baroque architecture. I mean, that's fascinating to see a city that was getting reconstructed after the heavy earthquake and now has a lot of beautiful palaces, churches. That's absolutely amazing. We had a great experience with the locals here. I mean, most of all our host, Loredana, she was bringing us every morning the local pastry for showing us that we can also film it for you. And she was explaining, she was giving us suggestions, then she even hugged us before when we said goodbye. I was reading that there are thieves, they will cut off your back and they will come with the motorcycle and put it away, and really, I don't know where all these negative reviews are coming from, and I was reading them about the city Catania, but I was wearing always my camera bag like that. I was having my expensive camera sometimes beside me in the restaurant on the table, right to the street, so someone just could run by and take it away. Nothing happened. Of course this can happen, but this can happen in every city. I was reading so many stupid things, so I can really not understand when you will Google the city Catania, you will find so many horrible reviews. Anyway, you will find all the information as always in my blog. I will link it below. If you have questions, leave me a message or write me a comment. I'm there for you. And maybe very soon you're also enjoying the good food here and the rich culture of Catania in Sicily. Thanks for watching. See you in the next episode. Bye bye.
The bus driver was driving into this guy his car. Ooh! Crash.